have to start again. That's so sad. I'm right in the middle of my dream. I was at my appointment for getting my hair done today. So the alarm went off when I said they got into their car to leave. So that was a message to you guys. They got in their car, so that was like an alarm. That was like, pay attention. That was an alert. That was a reminder. So that was a reminder is what they're telling me. It was a reminder. Okay, I'll think about this during the reading. So they got into their car to leave. That was a reminder for me. Okay? Maybe they're telling me my dream is a reminder, or maybe it's a reminder right now for someone. But they closed the door. No, sorry. They got into their car to leave. The older blonde woman and the younger blonde woman were sad. They didn't want to see them leave. Now notice I said they didn't want to see them leave. But they closed the door and drove off. Later, they came back. The older blonde and the younger blonde woman were very happy. He had returned. Not them, he. But they only came to bring something back. And then they got into their car again and they left. Okay, the reason I'm telling you this dream, and I'll find out for myself as we go along here, is because this morning, I didn't sleep. I didn't work yesterday. I took the entire day off. What I had to deal with on my work line was so energetically draining to me. I collapsed. I literally mentally was overwhelmed. I had reached the wall. And it's interesting because the last message I gave to this person was about the wall. And it was a lantern fairy, remember, in the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And it talked about you have reached a wall, a true wall, and you can't get past it. It's an absolutely immovable obstacle. You could try climbing over it, but it's very, very, very high. You don't have the proper equipment. You just keep sliding down. You could try to dig underneath it, but you're not going to do that either. It would take you forever, and you had no tools for that. So the lantern fairy shows up and says, I'm going to lead you if you follow the light. Now, when we say you follow the light, that means you follow your spiritual path, your direction from our Father and from our archangels and from your higher selves in the light. If you follow the light, the lantern fairy will show you a place in the wall where the wall has already started to come down. But stubborn thinking will have to be removed. Old shielding will have to be reworked, meaning because the shielding that you had put up to protect yourself had now proven to be a barrier to what you wanted. So I hit the wall yesterday. I couldn't go, and if I was exhausted, my eyes were burning. I didn't sleep at all. I didn't sleep that night. I tried to sleep in the day, and I really couldn't. I blew off the entire day, and I did it on purpose because my body said, that's enough. It's enough. You need to clear yourself. I saged this entire house from top to bottom, and I ate a lot of cherries and salad. I did nothing except for talk to my cats, pet my cats, talk to a spiritual friend. I didn't even get out of my house coat. I didn't have a shower until that night because my body said, enough. Your energy needs to be cleared. You've taken on way too much toxic energy. I was so in such a place. We all get this way. I felt like I want to shut my work down. I don't want to do this anymore. I see so much, and I didn't want to think. I didn't want to think, and I didn't want to get messages, but it didn't matter what I did. Everywhere I went into the shower, and the radio was on, and I don't hear things. I don't hear like what you hear on the radio. I mean, some of you might be like me. I'm sure that you are, if you're on this page. But the radio announcer would say, something, and I heard I heard information. Everything was done through the eyes of my higher self, my ears of my higher self. I was getting messages. Everywhere I went, I was getting messages. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to. I said, I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore. And the reason that I couldn't sleep was because I dream all these dreams about everybody's life, and I don't want to see what I'm being shown. I don't want to see it anymore. And I said, And I said this, I will tell you this, because we all get to a place like this. Ever since my gifts have opened up so wide, and they're getting more and more, I have seen so much pain and so much sadness and so much fucked up activity that I never wanted to know. I wanted my innocence back. I just wanted to shut it down. And so that's why when we don't find balance, when we're tired, it can become very overwhelming. Our gifts can become overwhelming. And why people choose to go back to sleep. Many people choose to go back to sleep because they can't shut the voices off. I can't shut it off. Years ago, when I was working as a hairstylist, I finally listened to Spirit. And actually I didn't. I got fired from my job because I wasn't able to get back from Wisconsin in time to be at work because of a snowstorm. Our plane was grounded. Clearly Spirit was telling me for years to stop doing that and do my spiritual work. But I was scared because I was good at what I had done as a stylist, and I had a great clientele, and I didn't know what I was going to do. How was I going to, make a living doing this? I was scared. But anyway, I got fired, and I moved next door to my friend who owned a spiritual shop, and I was a reader in her shop. That was the first thing I did, and it was not very much. Only, maybe 1 or 2 readings a day if I was lucky. And this woman came in. She was very, very famous in the area. I didn't know her because I don't know people. People always ask me. They write to me, do you know, and they give me some spiritual guru or some book. And no, Spirit taught me. I don't research people. I don't follow people. I don't do that. I'm taught in my dreams and through Spirit, through my higher self. So I didn't know who she was. And they were quite surprised that I didn't. It was an older woman. And she had come back to the town to visit where I guess she had been born or something. And she walked through the store, and she looked at me, and she walked straight up to me at the counter, and she said, "You're going to hate it one day." And I said, "What?" And she said, "Your gift. I can't even come. I have to leave now because the smells are overwhelming. I can't drive a car anymore because of everything that I see coming at me." And she walked out of the door, and I was so sad. And I thought, I will never feel that way. I was so excited to learn, so excited for my gifts to open. But now I understand why Spirit wants us to spend so much time in nature. Why it's important that we spend 10 minutes a day meditating. When you get up in the morning, don't get right out of bed. Lay there with your eyes closed and just allow. See what your higher self or Spirit wants to say to you. Don't push yourself, because when you get so exhausted, it takes energy from us to do this work. Empaths realize this just in their daily lives. But if you were what I am, I deal with people's problems all day long. And I'm in a twin soul relationship, and I miss my twin. I'm connected with him, but I miss his physical presence. And it's very hard for me. It's been a long time. And I deal with love and relationships all day long. And so it hurts my heart. And I'm frustrated as I listen to people, and all that energy comes into me. So it's a reminder that we all need to clear our energy every day. I need to clear after each reading. But you see, I'll get off of one call and the phone rings right away and there's another one. I don't have time to clear myself. That's why it's very important that we go on retreats. Why Spirit's been saying that so much. Why it's very important that we spend time in nature. Why it's very, very important that when our body says enough, we stop. Because I had been warned. We've all been hearing it. We've all been hearing it. We need to stop. We need to go on vacation. And I kept trying to get to Wisconsin. I need to go. And even in my dream, remember I told you guys, I'm going to take a month off and I'm going to work on my Oracle card deck. And then I thought, great, how's that going to happen? I need to do that. I can't even think to finish my cards. I have several done, but I'm doing a deck. I need to be in a peaceful setting. I need to be where I'm relaxed. And right now I'm so stressed out, and the dreams that I'm watching are overwhelming, and I don't want to, and I'm attached to so many people. I realized that in dream time, I dream sometimes with my clients. I will dream with the people that I am closely connected to at that time, or to give me messages. And what I realized was I have been dreaming with the 3 significant men in my life. Their lives. I have been watching their lives. These 3 people in my life were pivotal on my spiritual path. And then the people that are associated to them, I see. So I'm so confused thinking, okay, I kept thinking this is all my twin. And I was getting so angry at him. Why am I seeing this? Never. And then finally I said to Spirit, I got very upset. I need to understand. And then they showed me what I was watching. And then I thought, oh my God, it's that person. And then this one's for that person's life. And this one's for that person's life. So I'm thinking all of it is a mirror of his life. But it may not be. We don't know until we can have it verified by the person, and my twin isn't here. So be careful in your dreams. Take your time. No, I don't resent my gifts. I just need sleep. I need sleep, and I need to clear my energy, and I could really do with some friends. Remember, what I need right now is friends at this time. A real friend. I don't need a fan. Right? Remember that message? I don't need a fan. I don't need a networker. I just need real friends, true friends. That's why I kept trying to go home to Wisconsin, and Spirit blocks it. There's a reason for it, but it's hard, you know? So we have to respect what our higher self is telling us, and why are things happening? Why do we feel the way we do? What's going on in our life that makes us feel this way? Very understandable why people want to go into hermit mode and go off into the mountains and not see anyone. I don't want to tap into any of your energy because I'm picking up all of your energy and it's overwhelming. I don't want to talk. I don't want to see that. I didn't want to see the sexual depravity. It ruined it for me. To me, sex is sacred. It's bliss. It's beautiful. And what I saw was bondage and mutilating your body and hurting people and in order to get off. And it ruined it for me. It made me angry. I watched too many things in other people's lives that made me sad. Alcoholism, drug abuse, over and over again. I don't want to see it. I can't handle it. So you think about the type of job that you do. Remember we got yesterday in your job. Is it your job you need to cut out of your life? Sometimes you need to quit your job. And I said to my friend yesterday, I feel like I need to quit my job. I know that I don't want to stop being a spiritual teacher, but that site is killing me. And then I realized it isn't just the site that's killing me. It's these people that I'm connected to. And then I realized the reason I was connecting to this one that I watched, the sexual depravity, I needed to cut cords from that person. The drugs, the alcohol, the sex, everything was involved in that person's life. And that person still had cords around me. It wasn't even my life. And here I was blaming my twin. I was getting so mad at him. I thought, what is wrong with you? And then I would think to myself, that isn't him. What's happened to him since he's been gone? Right? I know what he's like. I'm sorry. And I felt that way. And then I thought, I just needed to clear this away, right? So this morning, after I took the whole day off yesterday to do nothing, I laid there in my bed this morning. I woke up several times in the night with dreams, and in my dreams, I didn't even bother writing them down. I thought, no, I'm just going to allow myself, if it's important. And there, I do know, I saw two people, and they had to make a choice. And one of them said, do you see me? And I said, I see you. I've made my choice. Now you need to make yours. I know that one. But what happened this morning was, I laid there. And I thought, okay, I got to get up. I got to do my reading, and I got to go get my hair done. And then I got to come back and get to work. But my eyes were stinging. And whenever my eyes are stinging, or I know that I have a dream come, or I have a message coming, I can't open my eyes when I feel that way. I need to wait. And sometimes I will remote view right then. Sometimes I'll hear a sentence or a word. And sometimes I'll slip off into a very lucid dream. This time, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed where I was, and I just heard, he left you for the people across the street. And I was always shown the girl next door, the family next door. And then I thought about this dream. It popped into my head. And I thought, at one time I thought that this was me. I walked into this farmhouse, right? But then I realized I dream with my twin. So he walked into the farmhouse. There's an older blonde woman and a younger blonde woman. I think they live next door. They don't like me. They seem to be, there's the wedding taking place. There was a man in the habit of marrying a lot of people. See, I thought that was him. I thought, what? He doesn't marry anyone. What are you talking about? He's never been married. The last one didn't work out, so he took off. Well, married just means committing. committing to people, which I don't think he committed to anyone either. So clearly it couldn't have been him. And when he came back, he was going to marry this new one. I looked and I saw that woman in the wedding dress, and I felt she was me. And she was very uncomfortable in that house. And then I see the gold forks and knives and spoons. Think about that. Gold. This is a very wealthy place. Nobody had cleaned up after anyone, so I did it. Also, you think about doing the dishes, clearing off your dishes in dreams. There's all kinds of messages, symbolic messages to all of this. Even the fact that the women had blonde hair. They didn't have to both be women. They could have been men with feminine energy. Blonde hair meant either a dingbat or wanting to be noticed. And the fact that there were gold forks, knives, and spoon, it was that. It was a very opulent. They wanted to be noticed. And then I go upstairs. I've been in that house many, many times, in that farmhouse. I've been in that farmhouse many times. And when I came back down the stairs, there they were, the older one and the younger one. I feel now that they were a stepsister and stepmother. They didn't like me. They were not friendly, but there was an older woman. And I don't remember how old she was. I don't remember if she was older or she was just a little older than me. But she was very nice to me. Could have been his grandma, or it could have been me. And she said, the man you're looking for is in the lane in the apartment above. I've always seen my twin in a loft. And he said, I'm not looking for anyone. And she said, yes, you are. Go find him. He's looking for you. Because my twin, when he first found me, he said, am I your twin soul? Are you my twin soul? And I didn't think he was. Remember, I thought this other person was. And I'm very loyal. And yet my body started to vibrate when he spoke to me. And tears were pouring down my face because I felt disloyal. I felt like this is a spiritual connection. I need to honor it. But I was so drawn to this person. And I always loved this man that was speaking to me. And I told him no. I was fighting what I was feeling. And he said, you're not ready. Go out there. Go find yourself. Go do what you need to do. And when you find yourself and you figure it out, don't push away what your soul has been longing for. So I feel like this is me saying to him, because he says, I'm not looking for anyone. And I said, yeah, you are. You need to go find yourself. And then he had run away. Then he marries the woman standing there. She has 2 children from a previous relationship. They get into their car to leave. The older blonde and the younger blonde, they're sad. They didn't want to see them leave. But these ones get in their car and they leave. And then they come back later. And the blonde woman and her mother are very happy that he returned. They wanted him. But they had not come to stay. They came to drop something off and they got in their car again and they left. And when the phone, the alarm went right then, the reminder was, where was it? They got into their car to leave. And then the bell went. And it was a reminder, because this is where we are now. Isn't it interesting how all the dreams come together? Because I believe when he comes back from whatever it is, the commitment that didn't work out, we will be together. Married just means coming together, a commitment. I'm the one with 2 children. He didn't have any. The older woman and the older blonde woman and daughter, stepmother and stepdaughter, or maybe they are the people across the street. I feel like it's this woman and the daughter that was his best friend that I've seen in all my dreams. I don't know. I'll have to find out from him. All I know is they weren't nice to him. So it couldn't have been his best friend. They weren't nice to him. And the older woman, I danced with his grandmother, and she loved him very much. But it shows that they go to that place, and it's interesting because I don't want to get married there. I don't want to even, but maybe it just means that I go get him. I arrive and I pick him up there. Marriage means we come together, and I would have been very uncomfortable in that place. And we took off, we come back. I wonder what it was that we were to bring home. All I know is he left you for the people across the street, is what Spirit said. So if he lived across the lane, that would have been he left me for his family, which I knew. Isn't that interesting, though, to have confirmation? Now, I said all of these things for all of you. There's reasons. I don't know why. We'll find out as we go along. 19 minutes and 43 seconds in, we start our first message. And we're going to have two other items in front of us. Yesterday, when I burned the sage, I literally used my entire sage wand. And my landlord asked me, he said, please sage in my studio, my suite, my office, the gym, everywhere. Please sage the entire house. He says the energy that Prince was carrying when he came from that drug house, we need to remove it. Maybe that's why the cats are fighting. And I realized that I had his dog collar, that spiked, horrible dog collar. Remember I told you, jewelry carries, any personal items carries energy. And it holds that energy here. That was a drug house, an abusive drug house, and that collar was sitting out in our living room. So I took that collar and I threw it away. And then I saged the entire house. This was the stone that was on my sage wand, the amethyst. This is what I keep my twin in. He's in an amethyst geode. Amethyst, calming, protective, peaceful. If you have trouble sleeping, I'll be kicking this to bed now. It helps you. And then my talisman, the lapis lazuli. Speak your truth. Look at all this silver. Can you see the silver and gold mixed in my lapis? Do you know what it is? It's hematite. Protection, strength, and the moonstone, the feminine goddess energy. Perceptive, intuitive, loving, and both joined together at the heart. Okay. Your first message. How shall I shall do this way. We're working with the crystal angels. We're working with the angel answers, and we're working with messages from your animals. I don't know this crystal. Ooh, this is really exciting for me. You know I'm all about crystals. But the fact is I don't know this crystal. So that's fun, a new one. So the one that's featured is the crystal that we're speaking of. It looks like amethyst, doesn't it? So we have a lot to do with purple going on right now. Notice the moose is on the purple amethyst. This is amethyst purple, and this is purple. So we've got everything to do with spirituality. So ametrine, and interesting that this particular one came out when I told you guys what it is that I knew that I needed to find in my life. Balance. So what we're seeing here is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Your masculine energy is your drive, your ambition, your aggressiveness, I need to do it myself. You're strong. You're the fighter for the underdog. You take on any cause. You're protective. The feminine is loving, nurturing, gentle, peaceful. There's nothing wrong with the masculine. There's nothing wrong with the feminine. We need both of them in our bodies, but we need balance. We need balance. So allow our feminine side to creatively inspire us, and allow your masculine side to give you the confidence to bring about what it is you're wishing to bring into existence. So this comes at a time when you find yourself stuck in a masculine energy because of either stressful work conditions or stressful or competitive family conditions. Interesting when I spoke about the family, right? He left you for the people across the street. Maybe you feel like you have to battle, you have to fight for what is yours, or maybe you have to keep yourself on guard. Remember, the osprey kept coming forward saying you need to be vigilant. That means you got to watch your back. I do. I have people using black magic. I have people interfering. I have people calling my work line from his family and friends. I know that. I know who I deal with. I've got jealous people in the industry that don't want me doing this. That's interesting. Because when I said in the industry, I didn't mean in the industry. I meant in the spiritual community, but in the industry represents where he comes from. And they don't want this to happen. So I do feel this. Are you feeling this? The need to have balance. I mean, I told you I keep my twin in an amethyst cave. I sleep. I sleep at night with crystals in my hands. Yes, I feel the negative energy. Yes, I watch my back. But we should never have to feel that we have to do battle. Now, I have had to battle psychically. I've had them coming into my dreams. I definitely have to battle. But I don't want to have to always be in this place. I want to be in a place of peace. So I have to come to the center and realize, you know what, like I said about that person when they spoke to me. And by the way, I went back and I looked, and it wasn't almost $400. It was almost $300. So I just wanted to, because I know they're probably watching this and they're probably saying, I didn't spend that much. No, I'm sorry. It was what they did was they totaled up the other couple calls before that, and that's why I saw that number. But I mean, I thought, okay, you want to pay my bills? Go ahead. You know, you want to find out information about your boyfriend? You know, that's cool. But I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not going to allow it to stress me out. It did drain me energetically, but I'm not going to give my power to you, right? So I watch my back. I pay attention. I know to put a protective shield. I knew that it meant that I needed to pull away, and I needed to go into self-protective mode to clear myself. We needed to find balance within ourselves, my twin and I. Notice I said we, because he's in me and I'm in him. We all have within us that masculine and feminine energy. Our spiritual selves, both sides. We want both sides. We want the strong, protective. As exhausted as I am, if somebody came after my twin, I would fight you to the death. I would. I do. I'm exhausted, and yet I do Reiki on him. I do it on myself too. I use Lily, and I know when to do it because Lily comes and she sits on my chest. She sits right at my throat. She pushes her feet on my throat, so I know it's time. And I do Reiki on him, her, and me. But it takes energy from me to do it. I draw, that's why she comes. She gives me the energy because I'm exhausted. And then I send it because I know he needs protection. He needs help. Doesn't mean that he's weak and I'm strong, because right now I'm not strong physically and energetically. I'm battling, right? But I will fight you tooth and nail for what is ours and what needs to be protected. I will fight those witches who want to come on my spiritual page with their negative energy that are casting and using binding spells. I will fight that energy no matter how tired I am, and I know Spirit will lift me. But I don't want to be that fighter all the time. I choose peace. Look at this, angel. I choose peace. We are the peaceful, happy Buddha. We walk with a big stick, but we are peaceful. We want to have that balance of both. We prefer to come to the center. It's essential, because when we're constantly battling, which is what I've been doing, because of my work and because of all of the energy coming at me, I have been constantly in battle mode and self-protection mode, and it's been exhausting me. Now, the ones that are listening, and I know that they are, because they're always lurking on my pages, and I block them one by one, but they just come back as new people. They're thinking, we've got her. No, you don't. Because when I get tired and I start to run down, my higher self and my spiritual team tells me it's time to take the day off. You don't have it in you right now. You need to pull away. And then they step in. Remember, we got the message 2 days ago about the loyal guardian? You have secret protection around you. I know my twin is always with me, just as I am always with him. Just because we're both battling and we may be feeling insecure or tired or run down, it doesn't mean that we don't have that spiritual connection, and we aren't, because our spiritual selves are never tired. Our higher selves are always powerful. My higher self is 15 feet tall with wings that sweep the ground, and she will not back down. She's very powerful. So I call her in, and he calls his in. I've seen both of his. When my twin walks in front of you in his higher self, you see the Black Panther walking. It's an incredible sight to behold, an energy that you would never miss it. And yet at the exact same time, exuding a gentleness, this peaceful, amazing nature. It's like you've got this pet jaguar, right? With a paw that could knock your head off, and claws that would rip you to shreds, and fangs that would take you out in a second. They are the most powerful large cat. Did you know? But you're playing with this jaguar at the same time, because you don't have any fear walking next to this one. So that's the energy that we all have in our higher selves. So when the ones think, that's why the song, Rise. If you think I'm down, think again. I will rise. I'll retreat. I'll get rebuilt up. And while we're having that happen, we have that loyal protector, the guardian, that is making sure that if anyone comes against you, you're covered. We all have this. Don't ever feel that you're in a place, that you should be in a place where you feel fear or that you're vulnerable, because you're not. You tell yourself, I am protected. I am safe. When you're exhausted and you're saying, I can't say I'm powerful, but your higher self is. So then you say, my higher self is mighty, powerful, loving, gentle, unbeatable, limitless, wise, intuitive, because you are your higher self. And as you're speaking about your higher self, you're taking on those qualities and you're building yourself up. So right now, we need to stay in a place of balance. Because if we don't stay in a place of balance and we are not able to hear the divinely inspired ideas or our own creative epiphanies that want to come through, we need these ideas put into motion, and we need that masculine energy to do it. And then we need the nurturing, loving energy to baby it as it grows, to nurture these projects. Okay, I just got a message. Hi, baby. That's a sparrow. That's a victory sparrow. Hello, little businessman. Yes, he's speaking his truth. Hi. Hi, handsome. Hello. He's got a little white business shirt and a tie. He's adorable. He's very grounded. See, now there's an example. When you look at the sparrow, I would look at him and I would call him the knight of the earth or the king of the earth because of his grounded colors, right? But he's grounded. So, I'm not going to say he's a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo. I'm going to say he's a grounded one who is connected to nature, and he's strong and stable and steady. He knows his own self-worth. He's speaking his truth. He's a businessman. Now, what did I say? I said we need the feminine energy to nurture our creative, what did I say? To help us produce, I can't remember the first word, product. So that's a message. We both have a product that we are producing. I like that. Thank you, because I do, yes, and now I know he does too. It's 50-50 partnership with the masculine and feminine. When one is lower, the other one builds the other up. That is the perfect partnership, the perfect balance in the yin and the yang. I posted on my page today what I have in my life spiritually at this moment, and what I will have in my physical life. The King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I am the Queen of Wands. I am the King of Cups. I have both within me, but I will have this as a partnership as well. The King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I love this. One who is connected to the energy stream is more powerful than a million who are not, and two who are harmoniously focused and connected to the energy stream brings about a co-creative endeavor that cannot be matched by anything else in all of the universe. The perfect partnership. That's what we need in order to be successful. If we have too much feminine energy in us, we become passive. We're the dreamer. And it's funny because the King of Cups, if he's not in his higher, if he's not upright, if he's not balanced, he'll be very over emotional. He'll be a dreamer and never get anything done. He needs the fire lit under his ass to get things moving, right? That's why I have to have both of these in here. I have this within me. I was going 24/7 this, but I needed more of this. I told you I'm an Aries and a Pisces moon. I needed the sun and the moon together. They balance one another out. They work as a team. So if you have too much of the feminine, you're a dreamer. You've got great ideas, but you never get any of it done. You are the Prince of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight, right? You got great ideas, but you never you're the procrastinator. You could be, and if you have too much of the masculine energy, you might just be uninspired and incredibly aggressive. So when you find the balance, now how do you find your balance? You take steps, but first of all, you call and ask for balance. Please help me. I need to balance this out. Show me where I need to find balance in my life and help me do this. And then use the tools that Spirit gives you to find the balance. The crystals of the earth, the ocean water, the lakes, the forest, your animals, your food, your exercise, your rest, peaceful music, positive association, whatever you need to find your balance. That's why sometimes, for me and for others, we have to go into hermit mode to find our balance, because empaths, I'm an introverted empath. I don't get charged off of other people. That overwhelms me. I need to self-charge. So I go in. So people will disappear. It was funny. Somebody spoke to me about my twin once, and they said, don't get involved with him. And I said, why? And they said, he'll break your heart. And I said, why do you say that? He just disappears. He'll be there, and all of a sudden he just disappears. And he did that to me a lot. And I'm like, where have you been? He was just gone for like 3 weeks, never heard from him. I'm sorry, I was in the mountains meditating. He knew what he needed to do. He just needed to learn how to communicate. But sometimes it gets so overwhelming that we have to pull away. So we have to find balance in that as well, right? Sometimes we get to the place where we're so comfortable away from everyone else, like me in my ivory tower, that we don't associate with anyone. And that is not balanced either. When we find our balance, then we come out. That way we find out, you know what? It's not as stressful as I thought. I'll be fine today doing my work. I knew I wouldn't be yesterday. And we'll be able to relax. And then whatever work that we have to do, we'll do our work. And then when work's over, we'll be able to chill out. It won't be so bad. From the Angel Answers, remain positive. Right on. Gotta love that. Can't beat that with a stick. So no matter what it is, right now, whatever it is that's going on in your life, with me and my spiritual work and the energy that I've been battling, and I do remain positive always. I always have an optimistic attitude. And when I start having a negative attitude, that shows me I'm out of balance. That shows me a red flag has gone up. So when you start thinking negatively or fear-based thoughts or anger, you're out of balance. So remain positive. An optimistic attitude pulls that energy towards you. When you have a negative energy, you pull more of that towards you, and you're just fucking yourself over. So this is telling you that you can remain positive, because whatever it is that you've been asking for, you're moving towards it quickly, and you'll keep that you'll keep that pace by maintaining a cheerful attitude, by keeping confident and recognizing that, yes, this is going in the direction that it's meant to go, even if it feels like it's taking a long time. Now, maybe it's taking a long time because you haven't found balance. You need to find balance. I literally was told that about my twin. Spirit said to me, he's finding balance. Right now, he's finding balance with himself. He needs that. I did too. And remember when it said not at this time? And then it could happen like a day later or 2 days later. It just depends on what you do. I'm looking right now as I say that. The happy Buddha is sitting up in the mountain leaning against the crystals. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. When the great wave of emotion comes, go to the mountain. Go into meditation. Necessarily go to the mountains. Go to the earth. Find your balance. That's what you need to do. So that's what we need to do in order to remain positive. And maybe, as I said, the reason it's taking so long is because you have been unbalanced. So then work on that. And don't lose hope. It's like, don't quit before the miracle. This is a positive sign. Clearly. I have an injury, pain or wound, or ailment. So your horse, whoever represents your horse, now this could be your horse, your animal, any one of your animals, cat, pet, any animal. But when I looked at this right away, I saw my partner, because we carry each other, right? This one has a bridle, and he's tied up to a fence. So he's tied up because he's got an injury, or he's not feeling well, or he has a wound of some sort. It could be emotional, it could be physical. That's why the delay. I'm tied up. However, the bridle on his head makes me feel that it's not his choice. So ask yourself, who does the horse represent in your life? Is it you? That was my second. See, my first message always goes to my twin. Isn't that interesting? That's the nurturing energy in me. My first thought is always for him, because I'm a mother and I'm a nurturer. And I want to make sure he's okay. Look at the white blaze I'm noticing. That's the third eye lit up. This person might be run down, might be unwell, but they are connected and they are paying attention. There's a white fence that it's tied up to. I told you I saw this person at a farm. Always. I'm tied up at the farm. I'm hurt. My eyes aren't completely open. I might be feeling weak. I might be feeling tired. I might be trying to recover. I might have been very sad. This is blue, it could be the color of sadness, depression. It could be peace. I'm in a place where I feel safe so that I can recover because I've had a difficult time. I'm dealing with an injury or an ailment or a wound. This bridle is here to... Why is the bridle there, though? The bridle means someone's leading you by the head. It could be you're bridling your anger. It could be you're bridling when you bridle yourself. So, because this is for all of us, right? So let's ask, bridle, meaning. I know it means to lead, though. Headgear. Headgear. So, I told you before, when my twin would disappear, because he is an empath, he is a super sensitive. So he needs to get his head straight, just like me. Doesn't mean he's crazy. It means it's overwhelming. All of the energy, all of the noise, and he's probably in a toxic environment because he's tied up to that fence. He's got his third eye open and he's trying to rein it in. Headgear. It's used to control a horse. So it could be I'm under someone else's control, which I don't like to hear. For myself and for you, what are we asking? For myself, I need to bridle my tongue. Now, I don't know, he doesn't have a bit there, so that's not working. I need to stay put. Myself, I need to stay put. I need to be in a peaceful environment, and maybe I need support at this time because I'm tired. Could be the same for him, right? I'm leaning up against that fence. I need support. I just don't like the headgear. To put a bridle on a horse, it's basically resentment or anger. It could be you're throwing your head around and you're taking offense. You could be somebody who runs. You have to bridle your anger, is what I was thinking. So I'm trying to bridle. Maybe he's annoyed. Maybe he's upset. Maybe she is like me, right? I said yesterday, with all what I was watching, I want to freaking kill somebody. I needed to bridle myself, right? So it's to bridle is to show resentment or anger. You're throwing your head around. You're questioning things. It's kind of an English way of speaking. Like Sherry seemed to bridle at the brusque manner of questioning she was receiving. I didn't like that. I was going to throw my head away. So I'm having to keep myself. Sometimes we need to listen to what Spirit has to say. We need to pull our head together. Close our eyes. Don't look through our physical eyes, but tap into our intuitive abilities. And we do that best outside. Lots of good messages here. There is something better coming. Okay. Remain positive. Once you get your balance and you recover, there's something better coming. There's something better coming than where you are, than what you've been through. There's something better coming than what you have imagined. At 43 minutes and 31 seconds in, it's going to take a while, we go to the Noni stones, the balancing stones. Okay. I really thought that I was going to go a lot quicker today. I won't even have time to work. I'm just going to have to get dressed and go get my hair done. Rose quartz. Well, let's bring up some rose quartz to support us here too. Rose quartz, of course, the greatest healing stone, the greatest love stone of all time. And what we ask ourselves, what would love say? What would love do? Love heals anything. Love fixes anything. Love repairs anything. Love does everything. Anything. So this is about your love life. Ooh, how exciting. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. Are you willing to open up your hands and embrace what your soul has been longing for? Doesn't this look like the one that I have there? Let's put it right there. And look at it. It's in the shape of a heart. And it's protected on both sides. Your love is protected. Because this is being brought to you. And your heart is ready for this. Your heart is ready. This has been brought to you because this is a greater love. This is divinely guided. Whatever you've been praying for, whatever it is that you've been asking for, it's here on wings, on the angel's wings. All you have to do is reach out and grab it. Remember? Don't push away what your soul, once you've found yourself, once you've figured it out, found your balance, don't push away what your soul has been longing for. Embrace it. Rose quartz, the light pink. Remember this one? She needed to wrap herself in garnet. And she had this, look at this pale pink. I always think of baby pink. A new beginning, right? New love, fresh love. You think about, look how, that's why it's called baby pink. And look how soft the pink is around the edges here. You could have hot pink, which is, it's a hot pink. It's hot and it's passionate. But there's a lot of very, very soft, gentle pink. And that soft color is associated with innocence, youthful, playful, romantic love. So, the message is, if you are in a relationship right now, you need to do something. Bring playfulness back into your relationship somehow. Have fun. Go on a play date. Remember I said I want to go, my idea of a date was going into the forest. I don't even know if it was a forest. No, it wasn't a forest. We were in the forest, but it was that card. It was that one Romance Angels card, and they had the swing made out of a piece of wood and 2 ropes, and there was trees all around, and they were hugging and they were laughing. And I said, that's my idea of a date. What else did I say about? I said, no, there's a date for you. Well, what I want to do is go out underneath the stars with a futon in the back of a truck with a really comfy blanket and pillows and snuggle underneath the stars. That's what I want. That's a date. What would be fun for you? What would be fun? A fun date. My ex-husband, and I shouldn't have said it that way. I'm sorry, Julie. I'll take it back. Cancel, clear, delete. My best friend, Julie, and her husband, they just went to, for her birthday, they went to the river, and they bought new Sea-Doos. They used to have our old Sea-Doos, but now they got brand new Sea-Doos, and it's so much fun. I mean, a Sea-Doo is like my own personal watercraft. That's my favorite. If I could have my own toy, it would be that. That's fun. I mean, that's really fun. That's play, and you feel like a little kid again. You don't have to do anything expensive. Maybe you don't have anything like that. Like I said, I'm happy with a mattress in the back of a truck. So if you're single and you're wondering, is this coming for me? Or, maybe you've got a crush on somebody. This shows you that there may be somebody that has a crush on you. There may be somebody that wants to ask you out. It's definitely talking about new love on the horizon. What I like about it is that they're bringing bliss forward. And that's what I said. I got so tired of watching those dreams that I was seeing. It ruined the idea of love for me. For me, love is passionate, yes, and sometimes can be very aggressive. I'm a biter, but it's blissful and it's fun and it's playful and it feels good, and I like the innocence. I love the innocence. All of that. That's what love is to me. That's the sacred sexual bliss. It's sacred because it's between only 2 people. You're not having sacred sexual bliss with swingers. I'm sorry. Have you guys seen the post that's been going around about this Christian couple who is, they're introducing, preaching the word of Christianity by being swingers? I'm sorry. That is not sacred sexual bliss. You take on the energy of anybody that you share fluids with. That should be only between 2 people. That is sacred. I don't need everybody else's energy. Thank you very much. I don't share. So this is about sacred bliss on the horizon. That's exciting. Perfect timing. Yes, it is. It's a perfect timing because you're about to have new love come into your life. And you know what perfect timing means? It was all about perfect timing. It was all about divine timing. Am I meant to do this? It's the perfect timing. Whatever it is that you've asked about, this is the perfect time for it. And Spirit's saying, this is the time to move ahead. The sand has moved through that hourglass. Be confident. Don't delay. Don't hesitate. No more procrastinating. Because right now, Spirit's got things lined up and the conditions are perfect as they are right now. Didn't we just get the other day, we were to wait, remember? Well, it might have been for a project, but as regards to love, because this is speaking about love, it's the perfect timing. Even if you don't feel prepared, because you are. So do you need to go out? Do you need to go be more sociable? Do you need to, meet with some friends? You need to be a part of this. You're not going to stay in your castle up on the hill and expect something to come to you. It can't. Do you need a car? Do you need somebody to pick you up? Well, you need to contact somebody, right? Make plans. It's time to do it. Aw, I'm sad. I'm sad, upset, or distraught about this situation. Where has my buddy gone? Now, first thing I think of course, is like I am. I'm sad. I miss my twin. Where are you? I don't know where you are. I miss you. Dog represents friend, love, loyalty, protection. Your best friend. So your best friend is feeling sad, and they miss you. And the situation they find themselves in is they're distraught. Distraught is not just sad. Distraught is very overwhelmed and upset. What can you do to change this? What can you do to help? Because right now it's the perfect time. Is this a little puppy that you have that's sad or distraught? Have they lost? Is this an older dog and they've lost their other partner? Maybe it's time for them to. Maybe they need some special attention from you, or maybe it's time, Uncle Phil, to get a puppy. A kitten. How interesting. Now, my Uncle Phil has a cat, not dogs. He wouldn't get a dog. But my twin has an Uncle Phil too. And a puppy. Maybe it's time you get a new puppy. Because my twin needs to come home. Love yourself more. You are beautiful. So, this is perfect because of the love coming in, right? We have to love ourselves before we can love anyone else. We need to love ourselves more. And when we have self-love, we will find ourselves standing up for ourselves. We will find ourselves standing in our integrity. We won't be swayed by others' opinions. We won't be worried about what anyone else thinks. We will make decisions that are guided by our heart and our higher selves. We will recognize that it's okay to disagree. That we don't need others' approval. We don't need to compete with anyone. We don't need to compare ourselves to others. I'm got the weights and I'm, trying to tighten up my ass. I'm trying to tighten up my arms. But you know what? I've got to tell myself, you're beautiful as you are. Yes, you're going to get better. You're going to get better. You've been really tired. You've been really working a lot. You've been run down. But you're going to do this. You'll get your energy. As soon as you can get some time off, which Spirit is arranging, you'll get yourself in better condition. And also, when you have love in your life, everything's better. That's why, you see the glow on someone's face when they're with the person that they love. All of a sudden, somebody who feels like they've aged and, give them 3 weeks. Give me 3 weeks and you watch me come to life, right? Love heals everything. So maybe somebody needs your love right now. They're feeling sad. Send them your love, even if they're not in your physical presence. Wrap them in an aura of rose quartz. Because that heals everything. The anger, the sadness, the depression, the frustration, the worry, the doubt, everything. Love heals everything. So rose quartz, wrap them in that. If they need protection, we've got pyrite, and we've got hematite, and we've got the stones, and we're saying here, help this one find balance. Help them find peace. Help them remember their own strength. Help them calm their mind and know that they are loved, and give them courage to move forward. Love that. At 54 minutes in, we go to our little buddy, the sea turtle, the peace turtle. I choose peace. Yay. Tiger's eye. Bam. Well, let's bring this forward. We're going to swap out this one. And we're going to swap out this, since this isn't actually our. And we're going to put the abalone shell with the tiger's eye. I got the eye of the tiger. Look at that. And I'm dancing through the fire. because I'm a champion, and you're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. Self-confidence. Through God confidence. See? You may not feel confident, but you call on your higher self and you call on your spiritual team and you get that rod right up your back. Strength. And you take on the energy of the eye of the tiger. Take the tiger's eye right now with your left hand and your left thumb. Swipe it over the tiger's eye. You can do it right on the screen. And then rub it over your third eye and say, tiger's eye in circuit. I take on the properties of the tiger's eye. Believe in yourself, because spirit believes in you. You do have the eye of the tiger. I said that yesterday. I think when I was speaking to that person, I saw something about the tiger's eye. The tiger's eye. When I was speaking to that person, I saw the tiger's eye. The mother. So, have you been doubting yourself? Have you been lacking confidence? Because Spirit is telling you they don't lack confidence in you. And you can have confidence that the supply of anything that you need is unlimited. You have a myriad, a legion of angels around you at all times. And of course, Spirit is not limited by any walls, by any bridles, by anybody's influence, by financial concerns, by not having a vehicle or a driver's license. They're not limited by anything. The only thing that Spirit does not cross over is your free will. They have everything you need and can figure everything out if you ask. Often, even I do. I forget. I do. So when I do these readings, this is why no matter what's going on in my life, I will do this reading. Because when I go to edit it, when I add the different things and I have to post it, right, onto YouTube, I hear this. I listen to it again and I hear my own message. And when I listen to me talk like this, call upon Spirit, I call. It reminds me to. And then when I hear say thank you, I thank you. I am reminded. So often, though, you guys aren't doing readings, right? You're not hearing this unless you go to hear this at the end of the day or whatever. So you need to be reminded, as I do, that we need to call upon Spirit. Because they stand at our back, at our side, at our front. But they won't step in unless we ask them. We have to invite them in. They respect our free will. And the reason that they do that is because we respect free will. They must respect our free will. We must learn to respect free will, ours and others. That's why yesterday, I was wondering if I was supposed to release that reading because I was very vehement. And I asked. Actually, you know what? I was wondering. I didn't even ask. I was wondering. I was going to do it anyway because I was so fired up. And I wondered if I was too harsh with what I said. And I literally, I would say 15 seconds after I asked that question in my head, I got a ping and I looked at it. And the message was, we are grateful that you raised your voice. And I was like, right on. Good. Because I wanted to. And what was it about? Not using binding spells or crossing someone else's free will, even if you wanted to help them. I learned this lesson. I was manifesting for someone that I cared about, my friend Troy. I told you he's incredibly talented, but he's very shy and he doesn't put himself out there. He deals with post-traumatic stress. I'm a really good promoter of other people. I promote other people's stuff way more than I promote mine. Clearly, I always forget to tell you guys, if you need any help with dream analysis or would like a personal reading or would like to purchase a crystal cluster or a ceremonial sage wand, the Queen of Wands sage wand, or a meditational tool, Shaman's Avian Crystal Cone, please go to my website, www.theangelswhisper.com. And my email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. I forget to do that. Please like and subscribe and share these videos. I don't promote myself, but I promote my friends. And so that's what I was doing in that town. I was really into the music. And so what I did, I made up flyers. I made them up. I paid for it. I distributed them. And because he was going to have a little gig. And I did all of that work. I was doing all the legwork for this person because I cared about him. He was my friend. And it was fun for me. And I loved the music. And I like to help. Right? That's the energy that empaths have. We all have that. But Spirit found me doing that for him. And I was told, you need to stop. I literally got smacked. And I said, why? And I was told, because you are crossing over his free will. And I said, but he wants me to do this. And they said, he needs to do this. You have to deliver a message. And then I was given a message I had to deliver to him, and I did deliver it, and he didn't like it. But I said, you need to stand up. First of all, you need to go home and make up with your parents. And then you need to, or with your father. And then you need to stand up in this town and play your music, not the music of the Holiday Hotel, but your music. And you need to stand on your own. And when you do that, you're going to be very successful, but you must do that first. You must follow your true north. So I said it to him. I guess I could have said it energetically, but I said it. And I didn't realize. And Spirit said, I said, but it's easy for me to do this. And they said, that's exactly the point. It's easy for you. It's not easy for him. He needs to learn to do it for himself. Or he needs to choose that he wants to do that for himself. And then I realized something else. It took me a long time before I realized that. His friend and bandmate made a page on Facebook of their band, of his band. It's actually Troy's band. And I said, does Troy know that this is here? Because he doesn't like to put his music up if it's not mastered. He's very particular, and he's a perfectionist. And I said, you should probably he says, hell no, he doesn't like to be noticed. And I thought, here I mean, I did the things he asked me to do, but I was manifesting for him. And I was able. I brought him work. I brought him, I helped him get a woman that he needed for a voice for an album he'd been trying for 5 years. I got it in 10 minutes. Because I can manifest very easily, especially for others. We all can manifest for others very quickly. But he needed to do it himself. He needed to struggle and do it himself. There were things that he needed to learn. And then if he chose not to do that, that was his choice. So if he chose to stay in the shadows, that was his choice. So recently I saw that aspect of it. It may not have been that he had to stumble and fall on his face and do that. Maybe he likes that. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's more comfortable that way and doesn't want to step forward. He likes what he's doing. I always wanted him to do more because I could see him being so much more. But you know what? He's satisfied with that. He's comfortable with that. That's his deal. It's not my deal. It was his choice. So when I saw that, I said, does he know that this page is here? And he said, no. I said, you better tell him. And he goes, hell no. I'm not going to tell him. And I thought, wow, now I understand, because that's stepping over his free will. He should make that decision if he wants to be a part of that. So sometimes we do things for people because we want to help them, but it's not their choice to do that. I can be more outgoing. I can speak, and it was very hard for me at first, right, when I did these readings. But I can do it. I'm comfortable now with it. Most of the time you see me behind the camera and I'm talking, but I will do my weekly reading in front, and I'm okay. It takes a few minutes before I get, I am uncomfortable at first. But there are people that are not comfortable with this. And so they shouldn't be made to do that. Like my friend Tony, one day we were out and we were talking about, we saw a falcon. And I said, oh, the falcon means victory, and the falcon means this and that. And he says, one day I was working in the backyard and a falcon came and it was talking to me. I kept hearing this screaming, screeching. It wanted my attention. It wanted me to connect with it. And so I looked up and it told me that it wanted me to journey with it. So he said, I went into meditation. He closed his eyes, and he is a shapeshifter, and he went into the falcon's eyes. And he said, I literally went over the whole valley and I saw everything from up above. It was amazing. So I was standing there and he didn't know it. I was standing above him. I have the video, and I was recording him with my phone because I had been taking pictures, and I was smiling and I was just listening to him. And then I said to him, can I share this? And he was very uncomfortable. And he said, I don't like to be seen. It makes me uncomfortable. And I said, okay. And he goes, well, I'll think about it. And then later he said, you can share it. But see, I'm okay sharing it. My name is Sherry, right? But sometimes we don't realize that somebody else doesn't want that shared. So they need to, first of all, communicate that to us. And then we need to respect their boundaries. And others need to respect ours. So all of these things are coming forward. Free will choice. So what we want to do is we want to ask Spirit to align our free will with that of the will of spirit, of the light. As long as it's, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do. And if it includes another person, as long as it's in the highest good of all concerned, that's how we want to ask. Because we have to ask permission. We can't just make that choice without asking someone else or assuming. We need to trust spirit. This is also a message, and I look at that staff and the energy coming away from that staff. There's love all around it, but that energy is a very strong force. It looks like hematite, doesn't it? And we wrap, or titanium, right? And when we do our shielding, our solar meditation, I wrap us in titanium plating and then a mirrored plating because it's so strong. It's very, very powerful. That energy is moving out from that staff, that wand that has fire down here at the bottom. That's spirit's energy. So they're telling you that you're safe and protected as long as you follow your guidance and spirit's guidance, making changes in your life. And there you are again. Hello, you little victorious. Hi. You got a lot to say right now. Now, this is a female right now because I got a lot to say right now. Look at her taking care of her wings. She's cleaning herself, right? Self-care is important right now. Do you know what I'm noticing right now? Oh, she's beautiful. What I'm noticing right now is there's a lot of orange in her feathers. Remember the other one, the one that was here before was dark brown and brown, but that one has a lot of orange. Your sacral chakra, your seat of sexual energy and creativity, passion, fire. That, right as we were talking about the fire and the protection. You're safe as long as you ask for guidance and work in line with spirit to make the changes in your life. And there you are again. You just really want to be seen right now. Who are you right now? Are you the boy or the girl? This is the girl still. Hi. She's saying, take care of yourself. Oh, she's probably telling me, hurry up, because I've got to get ready for my reading. I mean, my hairdo. That's what she's saying. You got to do your hair. That's what she's telling me. Oh, my God. Okay. So, the tiger eye. If you take the tiger eye, those colors, which are in that little self-worth sparrow, they can bring you a feeling of safety and protection. So if you want to bring the tiger out in yourself, fill yourself with courage and confidence and the ferocity of a tiger. Tiger eye will help you. That's why she was telling me, hurry up, stop talking. You got to go get your hair done. She kept pulling on her hair. See, this is what happens with me. Oh, at 1 hour and 7 minutes in, we go to the moose. Know your own authority. This is what I'm telling you. It doesn't ever stop. The animals talk to me, right? The messages talk to me. Why is the animal doing that with the wings, pulling at the hair? Why did she come back? Why did she keep talking? Why is it the female the second time, not the male? Because it's you. And I said that's me. Doing its hair. You got to go do your hair. Stop talking and laughing. That's so funny. Ooh, I love Larimar. I have a Larimar necklace. See the Larimar? Oh, it's so beautiful. My favorite colors mixed together. Periwinkle and turquoise. Ooh, I see a dragon. 1, 2. Ooh, you know what's amazing? I see dragonfish. Can you see them? The pair? One there and one there. And they look like a dragonfish and a seahorse mixed together. Oh my gosh, I love them. I need to take a picture of this. Sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Okay, right now, I will tell you that Mars, I am in the planet Mars, right? I'm in Aries. Mars is in retrograde right now. Our emotions are all over the place. So if you find yourself emotional or getting angry or getting frustrated, understand that you're in retrograde right now. Retrograde is where the planet literally stops moving. It goes so slow and sometimes feels like it's going backwards. Oh, hold on a second. We forgot our last message. Did we get this one? Love yourself more, you are beautiful. I think that was the one, right? We got that before. Okay. I dropped one, sorry. And that's why the need for self-care right now. And that's why that's another reason why I'm feeling overwhelmed. It's because of the planet Mars. It's not just that my clients are driving me crazy. It's that Mars is in retrograde. So the planets affect us. It's like the moon, full moon affects us. It pulls our emotions. Think about it. We have a lot of water in our body. We're affected by that. So you have been feeling extra sensitive lately. And because you're an empath, as I said, you're going to be absorbing negativity or fear from other people. So what's going on is a lot of times what we're feeling right now isn't even our energy. As I said, I was dreaming for other people. I was taking on all their bullshit. It was overwhelming me. That's why you have to pull away from toxic areas. Keep yourself separate. Take yourself to a safe place of quiet out in nature. We need to balance that. It's very, very important. So a lot of the times the anger that you're feeling, the fear, even the doubt or confusion could be the people around you. It's not even you. Think about that. Why do I feel like I don't want to do this when I know I really do? Because you're not even listening to your energy. You're picking up the energy of the people around you. They don't want you to do it. They are worried. They're afraid. Because you know what? The people that recognize your power, the ones who what is it? I posted this today. It was really important. Where is it? Do it quickly, Sherry. You got to go. I'll do it on Instagram. That's faster. You're picking up other people's energy. It's not your energy that you're feeling. Because of being an empath, you're incredibly sensitive. You're picking up their energy, and it's overwhelming you. Because, where is it? Come on, I posted a lot. Wow, I didn't realize how much I posted. It's basically about people who, they're afraid of your power. The ones that don't like to hear what you have to say are the ones that understand the power that you have. I'll have to find it. So, right now, self-care. You might have been already dealing with a situation that was difficult in your life, right? Like me, I am tired, I am run down, Mars is in retrograde, and then I'm dealing with everyone else. So I'm picking up all of their bullshit. That's why I said I want to quit. I want to quit my job. I want to run away. I want to go to the mountains and work on my deck for the next 2 months. For next month, I'd like to take an entire month off. So instead of, if you can't do that, tell yourself, I'll breathe. I'll think of solutions. I won't let worry control me. I won't let my stress level break me. I will simply breathe, and it's going to be okay because I don't quit. I'm not going to take on the energy of anyone else. That's why when it's all going on around you, a true master is able to find peace even amidst chaos, because you tell yourself, I don't need to take this on. I'm not going to take this on. I will not take this on. Connect to the energy stream, remember? Connect to the energy stream. It's okay to cut toxic people from your life, even family members. I posted it on my wall today, a little article about that. We have a full moon. I went out last night. It was very healing. Tap into that energy. Not into the emotional sadness, but into the peaceful, loving energy. It's the ones who are against you that believe in your power the most. Because remember, I've said, they try to make you feel or believe that you need them. But the truth is, they're afraid that you're going to realize that you don't need them. So the fear that you're picking up and the confusion that you're picking up and the doubt and the worry, it's theirs. It isn't yours. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. So if you have been through a difficult situation, have been enduring toxic energy, you have been feeling upset, not knowing why, and you've been trying to figure out, reasons to justify why you're feeling this way, then you start worrying that there's something wrong with you. That's why Spirit told me of my twin. All of this mental anguish and all the thing, whatever he feels and his family feels is going on, 95% of that will be gone when he is removed from the people that are pushing his buttons. It is their toxic energy that are making that happen. Whoever these people are, 95% will be completely removed when he is out of that energy. Isn't that amazing? Think about it. You're super sensitive, picking up the energy of toxic people around you. And just what I just told you, you have your own stuff, and then you have to have overwhelm. And of course, because you're an empath, you're doing everything for everybody. You're running yourself into the ground, and then you pick up their fear, worry, doubt, anger, blame, all of it, and then you're thinking, maybe there is something wrong with me. Yeah, there is. You need to get out of that toxic energy. I was looking at Merlin's tank. I've cleaned his water. It doesn't matter how much I clean his emotional waters. They're still cloudy. I was really worried. I did a test strip, and I asked, and they said, leave it alone. It's an algae bloom. It will clear up on its own. He has to do it. And the reason it's there in the first place, why it got out of control, is because there was uneaten material or used food or whatever underneath the surface that was rotting. So there was things that needed to be cleared out that weren't cleared away. And once I did it, the water was out of balance, right? Because of that, and now I have to allow it to clear up. So think about that in emotional. Whoa, what happened? That was a trip. That was weird. Everything went white. Everything went light. That was interesting. So right now, you, at this time, because of the heightened emotions, because we have a full moon, if you have a Pisces in your moon or in your sun or anywhere in your chart, you're going to feel it even more. And it just is the way it is. It's because of the time of year you're born. If you are a super empath, you're also going to be very affected by the full moon. That's another reason I was probably so drained yesterday. I told you guys, I am affected by the full moon. So once you identify all of these things that are going on around you, you realize, I'm not crazy. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. I am at peace. It's you guys. You're the ones that I want to get away from. Peace out. Right? And whatever's around you that you need to have cleared, ask Spirit to help me clear it up. This does connect you because this is an ocean card, Larimar, and the seahorses that I saw, the twin seahorses and the dragonfish together. This is a connection to Atlantis and Lemuria. Interesting that I didn't pick the sea turtle for this one. So for you, one of the ways that you can help yourself is to have, I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? See, now I'm thinking for myself. A sea salt bath. Now, a lot of guys don't take sea salt baths. Well, then take a dip in the ocean. Salt water draws the negative energy and it heals you. Even if you just put your feet in the ocean, or even if you just put your feet in a bucket of salt water, bath salts. And if you put essential oils in that, even better. It draws out the toxins, the energetic and the physical. It does. Besides, when you're doing that for yourself, you're loving yourself, which is making your inner child understood, seen, felt, cared for. Because when we're doing everybody else's work and we're feeling bad and people are coming out against us and belittling us or arguing with what we want or who we are, that's hard on our inner child and our outer human. But when we take care of ourselves and realize, you know what? I'm going to go into a place where I feel safe. No wonder he lived across the street and up above. He needs that space to himself. No wonder I live up here, close to where I can see nature. I like it quiet. I like the animals. I like the plants around me. Even when I'm inside, I want to have live plants. It's healing. My higher self knows that I'm taking care of it. I'm taking time off today. I'm going to go get my hair done. So when you are practicing self-love, it raises your vibration and it makes you feel more confident because it pulls you away from that negative way of looking at yourself. When you're loving yourself, you're stronger. Your higher self comes more to the forefront. So be, at this time, very compassionate with yourself. Very gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to relax. Look at those colors. Look at those beautiful, peaceful colors. You absolutely need to stay away from toxic energy. That's why I'm taking another half a day off. Maybe I'm not ready to go back to work yet. Recognize that no matter what position you hold, who you are, male or female, gentleness, rest, and healing is required for all of us. This beautiful seafoam, pale turquoise stone, so connected to the ocean. So take Larimar and rub it over your third eye and take the qualities of that peaceful, calming energy and the people of Atlantis, the seahorses, the sea people, the mermen, the mermaids. Take them into your heart, into your head, into your mind, into your body. It helps you relieve the stress that you're dealing with. And it helps you connect possibly to your own past life there. It connects to your mermaid and your merman, your soul family. I'm so grateful for that little bird because I missed my last appointment with her. No need to worry, see? Yay! There is no need to worry because all worry does is bring more of that negative energy to you. We already know right now we've had enough of that. So don't worry. my friend was saying, yeah, but this is true. And I said, don't talk about that. And I said, let's cancel, clear, and delete everything we just said. And let's just say that we won't be taken advantage of. We are strong. We are powerful. We will not be broken apart. We stand together, united. We are family. Our love is strong. Nothing comes between us. We have each other's back. Start saying all those things. Okay, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot, they all clump together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 white, I think they're snowy egrets. They literally looked like aliens going across the sky because they were these bright little dots. And snowy egrets. So those are us. The egrets and the heron, those are us. The weird ones, the wild ones, the special ones, the special ed ones. And think about that. I love that word, special ed. That used to be negative. I call it special education because we're educated specially by spirit. We're different. We have a special education, a higher education. That's what the snowy egret stands for. And there were 8. 8 is the infinity symbol. You are cared for, loved, and protected infinitely. Whatever you need in abundance infinitely is provided. And they were on the move. And they were going up into the blue sky towards spirit. So whatever it is that you need right now, ask for it because you are infinitely supplied it. There is no need to worry. Whatever this situation is, spirit's got it. That's what they just said as they flew by. They've got it infinitely wrapped up. Anything you need, we're taking care of it. So don't obsess, don't overanalyze. Remember that it's probably not even you that's doing it. Could be connected to your mom or your dad. Maybe that's their issue, right? Remember that fear and that worry and that negative energy only compounds. And whatever it is that you're trying to manifest is going to be slowed down. And maybe that's why we've been at a stall, why you haven't been able to find balance. So start visualizing things going exactly as you've been shown and as you want. See the happy outcome. Once you do that, once you get into that frame of mind, it's kind of like, God, I don't even know why I was feeling like that. Everything's fine. Why was I feeling that way? Whew. New location. Are we moving? I will follow you wherever you go. I want to be with you. Okay, cool. You can come live with me if you want. You can come live with me. Are we moving? I will follow you wherever you go. I want to be with you. So this is what someone's saying to you. You might be getting a new house. Maybe you guys are looking at a new house. This is a message that's coming. An apartment, a house, a travel trailer, a condo. Maybe this is a sign from spirit that you are moving. But mostly the message is that whoever that comes to your mind, they want to be where you are. And they will follow you. I will go where you want to go. And right then, Victory Sparrow showed up again. You're going to be victorious. I know, I'm getting ready. Are you the boy or the girl? This is the boy. Hi. He goes and he gets, I moved his plant. Go find it. He takes the little nutty dry pieces off of that plant. Go find it. See, that was the boy. He's not talking. The girl's always talking. I know. It's my job. Okay. They want to be with you. Actually, that's telling me that my little businessman wants to be with me. Good. Okay, you know what? Come here. If you need a ride, let me know. I'll pick you up. If we need to live here right now, we can. If you want to just come hang out, come. I want to be with you. I like the fact that this house is white. Our own house. We are, this body, this is our house, right? Home is where the heart is. This physical house is standing strong. It's got a big, broad porch where you can see lots of windows to see what's coming. The door, the welcoming door, is the color of love and healing. So are the shutters on the windows to the world, meaning your eyes. I see everything in front of me. My porch is welcoming and friendly. I have a slider glider that I want desperately. I love them. I have new growth right at the front door. The pathway is open. I stand tall in my truth. I come from a place of love and healing. There's healing in this home. Yes, there is. That's another message. There is healing in this home. Love it. Love it. Forgive yourself. Let the past be the past. It's over. The past is done. That must have been the message for the last card. One that we missed. And then the number we get, and I'm giving you the number 9, but it could have been the number 6. No, it's the number 9. So if you guys say that one didn't have another one, you can both have both of these. So forgive yourself and let the past be the past. That may be the reason that you're not moving forward, because you're holding on to unforgiveness of self. This isn't saying forgive someone else. This is you. you're feeling guilty. That doesn't help you or anyone else. So you have to forgive yourself first before you can, and another can forgive you, and allow the past to go, because you can't undo it. We don't want to stay there. We don't want to live in the past. We want to live in the present. So 9 hours, 9 days, 9 weeks, the 9th month, 9 months. Maybe someone's having a baby. This is a new beginning. The number 9, the ending of something. After 9 comes 10 when you walk through the door. So things are almost wrapped up. The number 9 from Spirit specifically is generally about getting to work on our spiritual path. Yep, get to work, light worker, now. When? Now. The number 9 means that you have completed all the prerequisites to achieve your life purpose. Stop procrastinating, as it's time to start taking action steps. Even baby steps are useful. Every step forward is a step in the right direction. And how much has Spirit said that we need to stop procrastinating? Okay, you guys, that's it. At 1 hour and 25 minutes in, we're done. I got to go upload this and run to the hairdresser. I love you.